Hey guys, so today I wanted to do a tutorial on a makeup look that would be just perfect for summertime. And you want just like a fresh summer look that looks complete, but you don't want it to melt off your face in half an hour. The good thing about this look is you still get a full face of makeup, but it feels very light and just not cakey or anything on your skin at all because I use very thin layers to apply it, and it just kind of seals to your skin and it won't go anywhere. So I hope you guys all enjoy this tutorial, and if you want to see how I get this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first step is primer. You don't want your makeup to go anywhere. You don't want everything to rub off. Throughout this whole tutorial, you'll see that I use just very thin layers and just kind of build upon that so everything just kind of sticks together. For my primer, I'm using my Murad Skin Perfecting Primer. This is the Blemish and Shine Control, and the reason I like this is because it'll combat oil so you won't get oily throughout the day. The other thing, if you have any breakouts going on, it has some salicylic acid in here and it'll kind of treat that at the same time. So in the summer, I really like to use tinted moisturizers because they feel a lot less heavy on your skin and you don't feel kind of gross, you know, that just sticky, nasty feeling. So this is the Hourglass tinted moisturizer. I've been loving this lately. I also have been trying the Tarte tinted moisturizer, which is a little bit more of a shiny look, so I wouldn't use that if you're trying to, you know, keep your makeup from sweating all over the place. If you want more coverage though, you can use a foundation, but for me, my skin's been fairly good recently, so I like to, you know, not use such a full coverage foundation because I just kind of want my natural skin to show through. So what I've been doing is just taking this Hourglass tinted moisturizer and dotting it all around my face, just like a little bit at first. And then I just blend that in with a brush. So again, we'll do like one little layer and then I will just kind of keep building the product as I go. So now that I have one layer on, I'm going to get a little bit more product and keep blending that in. Let me know if you guys have tried Hourglass products before. I'm like really interested in them now because most of them, I think most of them are gluten-free. They are free of a lot of things, and I don't know why I never discovered them before. They are a little bit more pricey, but a lot of them have anti-aging properties in them. I will first put a kind of base on my eyes. This is the Urban Decay primer in Eden, which is like a concealer color. Next for concealer, I'm taking my Mychelle Concealer in Cream. This is the first actually natural concealer I've ever tried and I really like it. So I just spot treat with this and find any little blemishes that I have and kind of just dab that in. And then I go over it with my Sigma P86, which is just like a tapered brush. It's really dense and you can just kind of like buff out any concealer that you put on your face. So I just go under my eyes and make a little bit of a triangle. I'm really dark on the inner part of my eye right here because I have really deep eyes. But it kind of depends, you know, what shape eye you have for your concealer. Don't just apply concealer everywhere if you don't really need to. Just kind of look where your areas of your skin are darker and apply it there. So as you can tell, we're doing all of our cream products first and then we are going to just set everything afterwards. So last for the cream products is a cream blush. This is the NYX cream blush in Golden. So it just looks like this guy. And I take, this is the Handy Bookie brush by Bare Essentials. Just like tap it in like a little bit and then put that kind of like in the cheekbones and then I just brush that out. What this does, it just kind of gives us a base for color, and if makeup comes off, you'll always have a little bit of color underneath to kind of peek through. And a really thin layer of this is all that you need. Now we're going to set everything. So first I'm going to take my Laura Mercier loose setting powder. I'm going to set my under eyes. So taking that brush that we used to kind of use with that concealer, I just pack some of that on in the lid and I just dab this underneath my eye. And I just press it into my skin. So this will help all of that concealer just stay and lock in place. And then for my face, I'm taking my natural beige mineral powder. I'm going to use this for my face setting powder because it has a little bit, it's like a foundation, so it has a little bit more coverage. So it'll give me a little bit more color to my skin and a little bit more coverage as well. I just put this all over my face, not only on the areas that get oily, but all over to just set your foundation or your tinted moisturizer, whatever liquid product that you put on your face. I'm going to contour my cheeks. So I'm using the Sonia Kashuk. This is just like the best contouring brush because it's small and it just kind of gets in your crevices. This is the Too Faced bronzer. Love this. This is the Chocolate Soleil. What I'm going to do is just go in the cheekbones. And you'll feel a little bit of like tackiness right there from your powder, or not your powder, your cream blush still. But it just shows that your blush is going to really just adhere to that. So after I go on my cheekbones, I'm going to take it up to this temples. And I kind of just go right at the edge and blend that upward. And then blend that back to the hairline. And when you put a little bit of bronzer kind of right at the hairline, it makes you look like you're pretty tan because it kind of looks like the sun just kind of hits you right there. Bring that bronzer down your nose. I don't usually contour my nose. You can contour your nose if you want to. I never do. And then I do a little bit on my chin. Okay, and then for blush, I'm taking my Milani Baked Blush. This is in Berry Amore, which is like a really pretty, it's like a warm kind of plummy color, but it looks really good on tan skin and it's just a nice color to pair with bronzy eyes. So this is my Sigma F40. This is the best blush brush that I ever use. I just kind of pack it in there a couple times and put it on the outside the apples of your cheeks, blend upward, and then kind of blend that all out. And then use your powder brush to kind of blur the edges. I would typically say not to use highlighter if you're going somewhere super hot just because your natural oils will come out of your skin and give you a little bit of glow. If you really want to, if you have super like dry, dull skin, you can take a little bit of a highlighter. This is my Sonia Kashuk stippling brush, and you can just put a little tiny bit right on the tops of your cheekbones. I wouldn't put any down your nose though, it'll just end up looking too oily, and then just blend that out with your powder brush. So you'll get a little bit of like luminosity right there. Okay, moving on to my eyes. So I'm going to be using my Naked palette. This is just the first original Naked palette. So I'm going to use Naked, which is just like a nice matte skin tone color, and Virgin, which is the lightest shade. And so first I'm going to take Naked and just put it on my lid, just to give our eye like a nice base color. This is a fluffy brush, sorry, this is the E40 Sigma. Put that all over the lid, and then take Virgin, which is that lighter color, and then brush that onto your, right under your brow. Now I'm going to take Smog, which is like a bronzy brown color, and I'm going to apply this to the outer portion of my eye. And I'm using a really flat brush. This is my Crown brush. It's the C415. Just any little flat kind of brush like that is gonna work. And then once you have the color on, take a fluffy brush. This is a E25, and blend that inward. Then I'm going to take my fluffy brush and blend this out, just to get rid of some excess eyeshadow. Now I'm taking Half Baked, which is a golden color. Same brush, you can just tap off excess product. I'm going to put this just at the base of my lashes, kind of focusing on the center, just to kind of brighten up that eye. and then blend that out with a different brush. And then last, I'm going to take the color that we used under our brows, which is just that lighter color, this one, and put it on the inner part of our eyes. And then you can put a little more under your brow if you want to, just to kind of blend it all together. Now we are taking Smog, which is that bronzy color, and a little kind of stubby brush, and putting that underneath our lash line. And then you can do either the half-baked, or you can do virgin, or you can mix them, which I'm gonna do, and you'll just get like a pretty champagne color, and then just apply that under your lash line on the inner part. Next, I'm taking my Anastasia brow powder and filling in my brows a little bit more. The thing that bothers me the most is when people don't fill in their brows. I feel like brows kind of complete your eye. Obviously your eye's not done, we haven't done any liner or mascara, but when you don't, you know, finish your brows, it just kind of leaves your eye just kind of hanging and doesn't really complete the look. So if you're going to an event, if you're going anywhere, just make sure you fill in your brows. I feel like that's my one thing that I didn't do in high school, and whenever I look at pictures now, I always look at my eyebrows and I'm like, where are they? Moving on to eyeliner, I'm using my long wearing eyeliner by Sephora. It's just a really nice liquid. I would suggest to use liquid if you want your makeup to last, because it just lasts the longest. It looks like this. Pencil tends to smudge around and just kind of get messy. Then taking Creep, which is just a black in the Naked palette, I'm just going to line everything. And then for my waterline, I'm using just a natural colored eyeliner. This is by Studio Gear. You can find this at Ulta, but I like to put this on my waterline just to kind of brighten up my eye, and then you won't have to worry about black kind of transferring underneath your eye when it gets hot. Then curl your lashes. And I'm using my Loreal Voluminous, and it's in waterproof, the carbon black, and applying that all over my lashes. And then for lipstick, I'm using my L'Oreal Infallible lipstick. This is in Perpetual Peach, but these lipsticks last so long, and they're really creamy, and they don't really dry your lips out either. And then just rub that in with your fingers to kind of create a stain with the lipstick. And then if you want a gloss, I like Peach, what is this? Peach Sizzle by Estee Lauder. It's really, really pretty. And use something a little bit tacky so that'll hold onto your lips. And then last, make sure you have a setting spray that'll keep all of your makeup just to kind of stick to your face. This is the Victoria's Secret Prime and Set Makeup Spray. I really, really like this stuff. It works great. Also, the Urban Decay All Nighter is a really good one as well. So this is everything all finished. It's just a nice bronzy, fresh makeup look that will not feel gross on your face, and it'll last a really long time. So I hope you guys all enjoy this tutorial. If you have any requests or anything else that you want to see, leave it in the comments below, and I will see you guys all soon. Bye!